One of the things that had a huge impact on me when I first started training was, one, we had guys coming into the school all the time still challenging for fights. And I did a few of those fights when I was just a white belt. And that left a huge impact on me because at any given day, someone could walk in and want to fight, and you had to fight them, bare knuckles. I had one experience where a guy came in, and when I first started training, I was about 160 pounds. I had a guy came in that was about 180, 185, pretty thick guy, and he'd been doing kung fu for 15 years, and he said he did some ninjutsu. Anyways, he came in the mornings, and the first morning he was watching the class, and every time the instructor would teach something, he would like make a noise and like be a or shake his head or like, roll his eyes or something. So the third morning he comes in, this guy Jason Krikorian, who was a brown belt at the time, said, you've been coming in here and being disrespectful every morning and laughing and making jokes while I'm teaching. He goes, do you want to fight or something? Do you have a problem? And he goes, I just don't think this works, And so Jason told one of the other students, this guy named Joe, who had been training probably 8 months, 9 months, who had been there a little bit longer than me at the time. I said, Joe, take your gi off. And I saw this guy just freeze. Like he was just like, not me, right? And so I volunteered. I was like, I'll do it. Let me fight him. So took my gi off. We squared up. And immediately I took him down, clinched with him, used the kick to close the distance, and took him down. And right away he tapped. And so then Jason goes, listen, man, you can't tap as soon as you hit the ground just because you're not comfortable being on the ground. That's like Henry, who doesn't understand stand-up or striking, tapping from the feet because he's not comfortable standing up. So he made us go again, and this time he was kind of waiting for me. And so as I charged in to clinch, as I set up the clinch, he kind of grazed me coming in. And so he kind of grazed me a little bit, but I still took him down, got on top of him, and pounded him a little bit, and then took his arm. Pretty quick, probably like 30 seconds. And so after that, the guy goes and sits on the bench, and you can see he's just so depressed. And so I go up and talk to him afterwards. I said, hey, man, nice fight, thanks. Shook his hand and was really, really cool with him. And he just said, man, he goes, I felt like I just wasted 15 years of my life. So it was almost like he was brainwashed into thinking like what he had been training, what he had been doing was effective when really you put it into practice. And some guy, I had only been training 6 months at the time.